Hello, we're just discussing where to stand. Hi, how are you? You are super welcome to episode 12 of the This Is Knit Live podcast with today two lesser spotted faces.
All the sis.
On the podcast, lesser spotted, not lesser spotted in my life, okay? So I am Lisa, this is Jackie, my beautiful mother and co-owner of This Is Knit, and Jenny, my darling sister and creative director and all-round wonder of dyeing yarn of Townhouse Yarns. So we're all very far. Come talk to the people. Hello to Natalie in Zurich. Hello to Alessandra in Toronto. And from New Jersey, Sally, how are you? So we're doing the roundup. We are in Dublin, Ireland. We are in the Powers Court Townhouse Centre. Not a bad day today.
Bad, no.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rain lately, but we're living with
better.
that. We're living with that. So the nerves are a little bit there today because we're trying something different. Usually, okay, so in the podcast, what do we usually do?
We should talk about anything new and what you've been knitting.
What Joy's been knitting.
What Joy's not here today.
No.
Joy,
You're stuck with us instead.
Yeah,
that's
sorry
okay.
That.
We give advice. We talk about what's new in the
Answer
shop.
questions.
We show what we've been working on, what we're planning on doing, and we usually do a segment called Ask This Is Knit as well. But today, the main feature is going to be the Shop Sample Showdown.
So all sounding very ominous.
Yes, indeed. That's a picture right there. That's going to sum it up.
Am I taller than you? Shh.
Stop.
I'll slouch.
Okay. So actually, this is something that myself and herself did before, way back in the mists of time. In COVID times when we were doing, I think it was a 987 extravaganza, bit of piece, yeah.
Oh.
And let the fun begin, says Janine. And what we did was we were going head to head to say what our favourite samples are around the shop, our favourite in particular categories. And you guys, and this is where the audience participation comes in, you guys get to vote on which one wins. Now, there has to be a bit of jeopardy, right? In this, because we wouldn't try otherwise. So what we're going to do is a couple of rounds, and then whoever gets the least votes for their choices has to do a forfeit. And the forfeit obviously has to be something that comes across on the live today. So we're going to ask you to decide on the forfeit as well. So
I'm nervous because I lost the last time.
She did.
So I had to do the forfeit. So I've had my turn.
No, you can't say that.
She's playing on the heartstrings. Playing on the heartstrings today. So, yes, Laura, you made it for a live show. We're here, live for Dublin. So, what we're going to do, I think we'll do a little bit of a catch up and a roundup first, and then we'll get into it, because when it comes to round one, we're going to pick one random person who volunteers to be the judge of that round. And we'll have to give you like a keyword or ABC so you can vote quickly in the comments. And then the adjudicator's decision is final, okay? Because nobody's going to want to count all of these up. We don't have time for that. So you get an overall impression and you kind of decide which one you think got the most votes. And then you let us know. We'll call that the win, okay? It's all just for fun. Yeah. And then another adjudicator.
We're not competitive sisters whatsoever.
Family.
Swear.
So, yes, we will have a different adjudicator for each round and an ultimate decision on the forfeit. So, all very fly by the seat of our pants here today, but sure look. So, we'll let that sink in. Everybody,
Mull.
If you have any questions, let us know. You could use the voting thing in YouTube. Sarah, we were looking at this. We didn't know that there was a voting thing and something else that we couldn't get technically set up on time. Okay, comes up in the chat. Listen, we're going to stick with our original plan for next time. Okay, thank you though, Sarah. Thank you. We will definitely look into that. But for now, kind of casual fun. Casual fun's what we're going for. Jackie, do you want to say what you've been knitting lately?
I do, because
Yes.
you remember the twins. The twins both are now home, so I am on the cardigan. Get you
The twins. In case you don't remember the twins, because not everybody watches all the same podcasts.
Oh, yes, sorry.
There's another sister. So our sister Michelle had beautiful little baby girls back in January. At very early. They were very early preemies.
Very small.
And they're both home
Exactly.
now, and it's just amazing and wonderful. And so knitting up a storm here.
I don't know whether you're OGE knitwear. I don't know if she pronounces it Ogie or just as OGE knitwear, but it's some wonderful little cardigans and dresses and sweaters. This is the Norwegian fur, and I think it's because of the
I'll hold
oh, thank you,
one side,
darling. Thank
hold
you
the other.
so
There we
much.
go.
There you go. You can see the lacework down here that denotes the front and the back is on the back as well of the arms. So it's just a super little dinky thing.
So cute.
The garter stitch, the texture is all lovely, and I used am using, because it's not finished yet obviously, the Morning Salutation, the Kremka. It's a fabulous yarn, it really is, and it breathes. It's a mix of lyocell and cotton, lyocell and cotton.
Really nice, and
so
the garter
lovely,
stitch.
right? And the garter stitch, she's
Squishy.
wonderful. So yeah, so that's number 1 underway.
Very nice. Number 1 of 2.
Number
Everything
1
has
of
to be done
2.
twice.
They'll have to be matching though.
So I made a little baby bonnet. Isn't it sweet? So this is a Lisa Kemery design. Lisa Kemery. She's trying to remember. She's got a couple of lovely little bonnets, and I did have the name of this in my head, but it's gone completely out. But there will have to be 2 of these. And this was a little bit of stash yarn because I came back from visiting the babies, and the dad had shown me a little gift that he'd gotten of a shop bought. That's okay, but a shop bought little bonnet, and he was just gushing over it, so I said I have to knit some. So this is a little bit of baby alpaca that I had. I just love it so much. So there will be probably 2 and 3 and 4 of these, because honestly they knit up so fast. And there's a lovely little you start with the edging, you do the I cord all the way up, and then you do applied I cord around this edge. So we had a little tutorial on Instagram on applied I cord that would be handy if you want to do something similar for any little ones in your life. And then it just continues on, and you get this super little finish. And I blocked it over a little toddler plastic bowl that I had from,
good
because
idea.
my kids are not small anymore, so their little plastic bowls are getting reused for blocking.
Jenny,
Good idea.
they're putting me to shame because I have not knit anything for the babies.
Gasp.
But I'm a selfish knitter. At least I can admit it. I am planning. Excuse me very much. I am planning my next shawl, and I know I was on Instagram with other combinations, but I think this has one. And if you can tell, it's very similar to what I'm wearing, color-wise. It's just different versions of blues, purples, and pinks. So I'm going to do the Stephen West Fibre Festival shawl. Fibre Festival shawl? Yeah, pretty sure. There's brioche, there's just lots of fun, and that's what I'm going to do.
Is there bubbles?
Yeah.
Is there bubbles, or is it just more brioche?
I don't think there's bubbles.
No.
There's wavy waves.
Wavy things.
Wavy
Wavy
waves.
waves
Short
at the end.
ones? No, just wavy waves. Okay. Anyway, they'll be pretties. They'll be pretties. So a lot of love for the cute little baby things in the
yeah,
comments.
absolutely.
Crafty Studio is wondering if there's an adult version of the bonnet. I would love it too. I love it. So that is kind of what we've been up to. The only that artist shawl, it's not slightly on the back foot basically because of the spinning.
She's obsessed.
I am obsessed with the sparkle and the spin. Sure, look, I've been spinning, on and off for several years, but this little nano that I have acquired is it's just making it all just so much more possible, because I can spin while waiting for the kids' dinner to cook, or for just hanging out. I was chatting with you guys on Zoom as well.
Yeah.
Jackie, you were trying this
I
today.
did try it earlier on, and
Yeah.
I think I'm getting the knack.
Get the
I
neck.
think I'm getting the knack.
Let's start
Yeah.
the little demo one that's hanging out here in the shop.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to show, and didn't get to show you the last time on the podcast, is that you don't need to have it plugged in. So this is it's not battery operated internally. But this is just a little travel power pack, basically. So you can connect it up to that, and something that got me a whole weekend's worth of spinning, basically, on just one charge of that. And then you turn that all on, and you can just literally, you can bring it in the car with you on a long journey. You can like on an airplane, or if you're going traveling, or like people, I've seen pictures of people spinning on boats and knit night. Let's be more realistic, but aspirationally in cocktail bars and on boats and stuff. So, but yes, at knit nights, or just going around to a friend's house or anything like that, and it's super quiet as well. So that's good.
Actually,
Because you know that my two boys would give out yards to me if I was spinning during kids' movies. You know, we all want to do a little something to get us through. I was doing that, and there was no comments made. Hello to people in Holland. Alessandra said that's a nice combination for the shawl.
Thank you very much.
Appreciating it. So we need, I think, a volunteer. I should actually show fiber first. Shouldn't I? Sorry, there was a there was a segue. Having gotten in the little mini spinning wheels, two kind of announcements things to be done. Which is Katie loves her nano. Thank you. One is that we have an Ashford order going in tomorrow. So there's several kind of larger items, looms, blending boards, if you want a spinning wheel, if you want, the inkle looms, all that sort of stuff. So, but we can pre-order them in for you, essentially. So if anybody's looking to get something from Ashford, we order about every 6 weeks, and an order is going in tomorrow. So you can pop on over to the website if you want to go for the larger items in the spinning weaving world.
There was a lady in last week, and she was absolutely loving her inkle loom. She had a table loom for years, and she just loves it.
I keep seeing them cropping up now. You know, I don't know whether it's that thing of when you buy a red car and suddenly you see red cars everywhere. But Mika John, Salt and Stone Knits, I saw her, she took hers on an airplane recently as well. It's inkle loom. So it's for making kind of straps and bands, and so you can create things for your handbags and all. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. So there's the inklet and the inkle loom, and we have both of those. So the knitter on the left in the grey cardigan, that's Jackie. What is the pattern name? So Sally, we're going to get to that because that's part of our thing. Coming to it. So sorry, we're holding up these beautiful bags of fibre. So because of all the interest, obviously, in the e-spinners, the nano looms, a little bit of shine, but we started stocking the little combinations from World of Wool.
With those blues, pastels. That's me done.
Nice. Here's some pinks and then some multicolours, but you've got merino, alpaca and mohair blends, merino silk blends, merino and nylon.
Yeah.
So it's like multi-package. So you can try out the different fibres and see which one you prefer.
That's exactly it. Or you can blend them on a blending board or using hand carders as well. My aim now is to we've been doing little mini spinning lessons at the cash desk today in between customers. So we'll be getting everybody down the rabbit hole a little bit on that. Yeah.
That's such an enabler.
You've only tried it a couple of times and you're kind of going, ooh, I'm getting the hang of it now, you know.
I've tried doing the big one. Your big one. And that's too much going on between hands and feet. And
like your pancake.
Could be one of the forfeits.
She's got a point. Okay, so that's the roundup. We're going to get into the shop sample showdown.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. So we need an independent adjudicator for round 1, please. So just raise your hands.
Just raise 2 rounds, right?
We're going to do like a wild card at the end. So there'll be 3 rounds, and then we might have to have a tiebreaker. To find out, we'll see. So I need a volunteer. Actually, I've seen some people doing thumbs up, but you're going to have to say me or something in the comments. And probably the first person who says me is going to be the independent adjudicator at this point. And all you have to do is get an impression of the votes at the end and say who you think the winner was of that round. Volunteer. We're going to have to grab somebody random off the street at this stage.
Out of the centre.
So.
The security guard.
I'm going to pick on somebody now. There is a little bit of a lag on the comments, though, is the only thing as well. So if you would like to decide, there we go, Sarah, thank you so much. Yeah, we promise we won't hold it against you, and they might think they'd be a bit afraid, maybe. Okay, so
Who's going first?
Sarah's going to do it. Sorry, Sally, you might have missed. I was explaining a little earlier about what you have to do. So Jessica, you're going to be for the next round, okay? So thank you for volunteering there as well. So what Sarah's going to do, I'm going to talk about my sweater, Jenny's going to talk about hers, Jackie's going to talk about her beautiful cardigan, and you're going to vote, Lisa, Jenny, Jackie, for which one you think.
Two J's not going to work.
No. Well, they're going to have to use a full name. Lisa, Jackie, Jenny. And you can then we'll judge which one is the winner, and we'll move on to round 2. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. They're just gone away. Now, I am wearing, and I think they call me Pop-Up Lisa because of all the social media content around this sweater. But this is the Stripes sweater by Andrea Mowry. And it is knit in Samilla yarn from BC Garn, which is a lovely organic wool for a start. It sits in between kind of sport weight and DK. It's on the lighter side of DK. Color range is absolutely amazing. It works best in like just stockinette. I just love the kind of crisp finish that it has. It's sort of got a ropey texture. Very classic, round neck. You know, you have a crop version, you have a shorter version of it. There's a little bit of short row shaping at the back of the neck to raise it up. And just the versatility of it. You can, of course, we have kits for this on the website, but of course you can use your stash yarn, you can play around with colour, and it's just ultimately wearable, basically. Pair it with jeans, throw it on some dungarees, flouncy skirt. This is Stripes, my submission for the first round of the Shop Sample Showdown. Who's next?
I'll do it. Hi. So I'm wearing Isabel Kramer's Reagan, Reagan, like the president. I love it. It's I have a summer one and a winter one. This is my winter one, which is done in the Life in the Long Grass Moon yarn, which is a mix of merino and silk. The drape is wonderful. You start on one arm, you go up, and then over the back, down, and then you pick up all around, and look at that beautiful, beautiful lace work there. And you can also wear it the other way as well. Do a quick demo.
Go on.
Go on, why don't you? You know you want to. Okay, so, which, in fairness, I don't do very often, but you can. Oops, there's her. Thanking you. There we go. Now, it's just so versatile, and I really do wear it an awful lot.
You do. She
I
lives in it.
really do, And my my summer one is in. Remember we did the Mayak fibers?
Yes.
With the baby yak, it was called, which is a silk and yak fiber as well.
Lovely.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and so it's really breathable. But the design, Isabel's wonderful. She's such. I love it. And yeah, exactly. We love her.
And the yarn is a silk and merino.
Silk and merino blend, super wash. Thank you.
Such a diva. I am wearing a sweater called Instant Crush. It's by Hohi Locatelli, and I knit this in our Ivy lace base, which is a lovely mix of alpaca, silk, merino, and yak. So it's very different to what I think you would usually find. It is super fluffy, super warm, and cozy. Very quick knit because things are changing very, very quickly. The most boring part was the ribbing. It was like, I got to the end and I was like, this is killing me. What else can I say about it? Pattern is very easily read.
It's held double, isn't it?
It is held double. Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.
So I knit it. She's helping me with it.
What's in the yarn?
I said already.
Oh, sorry, you missed it.
She's asleep. Yeah. For Lisa, I'll repeat it. It is alpaca, silk, merino, and yak. And this is she.
This is the one.
It's a lovely guy. It's a lovely one.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Super duper. Okay, so this is round 1, and we're going to begin the voting now. So you can vote by, and it was Sally, wasn't it? Isn't going to be our Who was going to?
Sarah.
Sarah, I'm so sorry. Sarah is our independent adjudicator. So the role now, the weight and the pressure is on your shoulders, Sarah. And after that, it's going to be on Jessica. So I'd like you to vote as to who is the winner of round 1 of the Shop Sample Showdown. Then what we might have to do while that's happening is try and decide on the forfeit, because that's really going to put the pressure on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dig deep for the next round. So what can we do to within the shop that's suitably mortifying? Do you know what?
Last time it was Irish dancing, wasn't it?
It was Irish dancing. Yeah. To give you context, last time we did the Shop Sample Showdown, we the person who lost had to dance a jig. If you want to go deep back into the Instagram archives to May 2021, you can find that there. Okay, so we'll let the voting run for another minute or two. I mean, I suppose if it's one of you guys, you could attempt to use the spinning wheel.
Yeah.
That might be good. But then, yeah.
That would be a good forfeit because I would fail miserably.
There you are. We'll keep trying. And if it's me, I don't know.
You could do a jig.
I could do a jig. Yeah, I haven't done a jig. Okay, so if you want, oh no, now they're gonna.
And then
they have a weapon now
we'll
against
also
me.
play Bewitched.
Yes, if you're not familiar with the early 2000s
Double denim.
girl group
Irish
called
girl
Bewitched,
band.
very much part of our youth. So they have a.
Will, say you won't.
Okay, Sarah. Sarah, could you decide on a winner now, please, of round run? I could distract people with something while we wait. And
I feel
what
like
else
we
is
should
going
do
on?
that. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, Sarah says she thinks it's so close, but it's Jenny as the winner of round 1.
Whee! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You don't know what this means.
She's so relieved.
Now I'm just being a diva.
Okay, before we get into round 2,
Round 2, I can't find my thing though.
Well, okay, I'm going to give her some time because one of the things that came up in, I think it was the last podcast, was the one of the great Ask This Isn't It questions was about what's the most complicated or, project that you've ever made, or the one that you thought that you weren't sure you were going to be able to make. Okay? So what I have done is, there was one that I showed you a picture of, and I found the actual one, and I want to show it to you in the real world. So back in 2009, I made this shawl for my wedding. And it's called the Print O' the Wave shawl. It really could do with a bit of steam, but it was knit at the time, Rowan Kid Silk Haze. You can see there's a graft line. That was my grafting right there. And it was just a total labor of love, but I'm hoping you can see you can't really, can you? I was hoping you could see the little Swarovskis. Let's bring it a bit closer. There's a bit of glamour, but this tiny 2 millimeter Swarovski crystals basically run all the way through this. And it was, the thing that I kind of never thought I'd be able to do. Oh, did I think it? But yeah, was a little worried about whether it would get finished or not. But this is the real deal, and it's been brought out for christenings and other weddings in the family since. And probably going to happen. I'm not making a second one. I'm not making a second one for the twins.
They can share.
So round 2 is going to be our favourite shop sample. So it can't be this, because this is from past in the archives.
I remember you weaving in the ends.
Yes.
The night before.
The night before the wedding,
Yeah.
I did. I had blocked it and everything, but there was a few last ends just to get taken care of. So it was actually really calming. You know, if you're kind of big day. I took the time away. Everybody else was off having a barbecue or something, and I was like, okay, I'm going now. So wove in all the ends. So that is that.
That's fabulous.
It is really, really
Yeah,
lovely.
really
I
is
just
lovely.
need to go and renew my vows or something like that, so I can go wear it again.
Back to Italy, yes.
Yes, we took it out for Jen's wedding as an option for her to throw around her shoulders if she got a bit cold. And it turned out to be the hottest day of the entire year.
Absolutely roasted.
Roasted, she says.
I was going to do that. Maureen might know.
So, what are you looking for?
Her fading point shawl.
Oh, yeah. No, it is around.
Maureen, do
Oh.
you know where it is? Joy.
Ashley might. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll start. What is your favourite shawl then, Jackie?
Oh,
Come on,
yes.
you can go
Yeah,
this
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
We'll,
Okay.
we'll give her a bit more time. It is, how do I store it? Okay. Inside
yeah.
acid-free tissue paper. And it usually lives, it's actually in, I got a wedding dress storage box and it will stay in with that. But it got brought out for some event in the last couple of years and it's actually it's been in the acid-free tissue paper, but in like a little shopping bag in my wardrobe. So, so nothing, it's still perfect. Still perfect.
No, I have absolutely loads of shawls, you know. But this one I chose in sort of the other way round. I don't know, maybe a lot of people do it. The not the Rico delivery. The Malabrigo delivery came in and 3 colours just shone. And I just said, oh, I have to actually knit with these colours. And then we went and we found the rain shawl, Angela Murray. So it's just it's like a really good winter one. You know, it's so warm and, you know, anyone that knows Malabrigo, it's 100% superwash merino. It is so, so soft and springy as well. And it introduced me into kind of techniques as well that I had at the time. It's quite an old shawl, but anyway. Yeah,
An
so
oldie but a goodie.
oldie but a goodie. Oldie but a goodie.
And as you're saying,
exactly.
it's a winter
Yep.
shawl, but
Yep.
in the bright colours, I think it's just something that would just cheer you up
just
as well. So.
absolutely did.
A little bit of brioche,
little bit of brioche
texture.
in it, little bit of texture.
Why am
in
I
it.
helping you?
I don't know.
No.
But thank you anyway.
Love you too, Mum.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Rain Shawl by Andrea Mowry.
Oh, wow. Okay, I've got to guess.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. No, it's really, really nice, this one, and there's such gorgeous colours in the Rios.
So organized.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Now, this, my friend, okay, if you've been watching for a while and you know my kind of colour scheme, this is the Autumn in Istanbul and it is a kit that we do from Unique Yarns, Earth Yarns. Earth Yarns is the brand and Unique is the self-striping or gradient colour in the background here. We just came across it at a trade show a year and a bit ago. And you know, you go around and you see so much and it's so kind of overwhelming sometimes at these shows. There's beautiful samples left, right and centre, but all of us just sort of stopped in our tracks with this one right here.
Nice.
And I think it is down to, you know, it's just like Jenny was saying about her sweater. It goes so fast because everything's changing all the time. So you're like, I'm just going to get to the end of the next section, just see how it goes. But you have, so there's a solid colour in the orange, and then this panel here is the start of the gradient that fades across. So you have lace, you have ripples, you have mosaic here, and you have short rows for these beautiful rippling waves back into lace, back into short rows, and it's just breathtaking and very much. I think had I seen it maybe in a different color, it might not have called to me as much as this did. But it's 100% merino. We have these gorgeous kits, and it's just we're out of season. Maybe I'm doing myself a disservice here, but it's just something that I would wear all year round. And Jenny is trying to find one that's very much in season.
Trying to sabotage me.
Thieves and stolen. So that is my submission for round 2. Have you got a backup plan there, Jenny?
No.
What about the Ashling?
Oh, stop.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Where the other week?
I'm gonna read some comments. Okay.
Hey.
So it's an absolutely gorgeous shawl. So Sarah, I love this. She was like, am I going to be allowed back in the shop because you made Jenny the winner of round 1? But yes you will, no problem at all.
You are
of
very
course.
welcome. Yes.
Uh-huh. So Jenny's backup plan is here. Honestly, it's somewhere.
Oh wait.
What?
What?
Oh, no, still looking. And thank you for your comments on the wedding shawl as well. So Mary White, I know which way she might be leaning towards in her vote. She's saying, such a cheerful shawl, Jackie. It is gorgeous. So, but it's we have very different aesthetics, you know, so all coming from the same family. we'll let Jen, if it gets found, you, sir, if it gets found, you'll be allowed to resubmit your entry.
It can be my wild card. If
Okay.
if somebody manages to find it. Very unorganized. I thought it would have just been, around.
You did.
Hi. So, sorry. My Ashling shawl. This is by Justina. Oh God, it was years ago and I made I'm out of breath looking for that shawl. This was a 2 skein project. I think I just squeaked it with the edging. I'm a tight knitter, so I'm not sure. Sorry, so unfit.
You're working hard for this.
So unfit. It is. What I like about it is that it's so long. So it's you can multi-wrap.
Ah.
You know when you just want all the coziness, but the border is just so elegant. I'll give you a close-up here now. So it's sideways knit border, and I just love that eyelet edge. I think it really just adds to it. So you've got all your little kind of eyelets in your mane, so that keeps you interested as you go, and then you get to your knit-on border with your little eyelet edge, and it's just so pretty. So I'm going to go catch my breath elsewhere, but this is my backup. Oh, sorry. So the yarn is Fade Street 4-ply, which is a merino and silk single ply hand dyed yarn, and I did it in mist and pink Salt Lakes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Ta-da!
It will be found.
She's a swingy shawl.
She's gorgeous. I love that. And you made that one, yeah?
I did.
She made it. See, Jen.
Don't sound so surprised.
No,
you made that.
But this is where Jen just came in, and in the early years of her This Is Knit existence, like, just took on all these incredible projects, like, and just went, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, one of those sort of, you were a pink duck to water.
I was a pink duck to water.
Pink duck to water.
But I was very. I'd try anything.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
I think the first thing I made was a hat in the round.
Mm-hmm.
The second was a fully cabled knit scarf with pockets and a hood.
I remember.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
And the third thing I made was a shawl, a Holden shawl.
Holden.
Holden. Do you remember Holden?
No.
Oh, was that Carrie Westerman?
No.
Okay, we'll have to dig
A
into the archives for that one.
called Holden.
A shawl called Holden. So that is. I'm going to let you guys start voting. So we had, I think it was Jennifer was going to be our judge. Jen or Jessica? Still going back. We had
Jessica.
Was it Jessica?
Was the person that you said.
Yes, Jessica. Thank you. See, I mean, we're knocking it out of the park today. So we were so focused on our shawls.
Yes.
So if you can vote for Lisa, Jenny, or Jackie. I had Autumn in Istanbul, Jenny had the Ashling shawl, and Jackie had her range shawl. And in our Shop Sample Showdown, who is the winner of round 2?
This ain't no Texas Hold'em.
So God. And while I'm at it, I want to say a big shout out to Dee Gaffney. I didn't manage to get your picture on the screen here, but Dee was asking for advice on the Little Wavelet shawl by Emma Vining just last week, or the last podcast, the week before, and then since has sent us a gorgeous finished photo of her shawl. So I really appreciate that you kind of followed up with us and that you showed us what you did.
That was for the mystery bags, right?
That was for the mystery bags, exactly. So so it was a Townhouse mystery bag, a lovely shawl pattern, beautiful edge, and we'll have to share some pictures with you over maybe on Instagram. But it was brilliant. It was like nice we give out advice on a regular basis through the podcast, and it was lovely to have that follow up and to see the result of that. So that was great. And we also had someone asking us names about what's kind of your next step, where you've started knitting, you've tried a few things, you've done your hat and around, a few little bits and pieces, like where do you go to next? Do we have like a recommended?
Cable scarves.
Okay, well you went to cabled scarves. What did you do in your early days?
It's very personal.
Well, I think that's a good way to say it. You can put it out to
absolutely.
everybody there.
I mean, back at the the day when you guys were young, I
Yeah.
was just knitting baby stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I did remember I did one of those all-in-ones, and I put a zip in and everything.
You didn't put a
Oh.
zip. Oh, that scares me. Oh, anybody else
so.
put zips in their knitting? I was very,
Yeah.
very afraid.
The way I attacked it was with each new project, it had to have something new to learn.
New technique.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was challenging myself each time to learn something new and to master it.
Master.
Yeah, so you kind of know when you're ready to move on, and then basically have a look around Ravelry, try and get some, or come in here, get some
Yeah.
inspiration, and
I had, it's so long ago, I had the Stitch and Bitch handbook was what I was
do you remember
working
that?
through.
Yeah.
Still have it. It's the book that like I learned how to knit as a child. I knew the basics or needed a refresher. But this book by Debbie Stoller back in 2004 was like my little guide that I was carrying around while I was backpacking and like just learning all about knitting while I was there, and I basically, it was quite nicely kind of laid out that the next project, exactly like you said, teaches you something new. So I went, scarves, hats. Hats turned out the size of coin purses because I knew nothing about yarn sizes or tension. Baby knits that turned out the size of 3-year-olds for your son, and yeah, he eventually wore it when he was 3,
Eventually,
didn't he?
yes.
And then I went into a sweater, and this sweater that was in this book had short row bust shaping and everything in it, but and it was an Annie Modizit design. And years later, this has just turned into a great story. Annie Modizit came and did a little workshop and taught with us, and then I told her I made this. She was like, "That's not an easy first sweater, you know." So I was like, "Yes." So is the book still available? You might be able to find it. Have a little look around. It's not, we haven't been able to get it for years, and we stocked it then for years.
Oh, yeah, we
because
did.
it was just like my go-to. But if you have a look, I mean, certainly some of the second-hand bookshops online and stuff should have it. So it's the Stitch and Bitch handbook by Debbie Stoller, and there's the first one was the orange one, and the second one was something else. But it's the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was like,
yeah,
it was just brilliant.
The second one was a
Stitch and Bitch Nation, that's right. But I just loved her attitude. I loved, like, it was like, you know, a modern approach to knitting, and not, I think at the time in Ireland, it was still so associated with kind of tradition and older women, and, you know, and nothing at all wrong with that, but it was just, there was a stereotype. It sort of broke that, so like that. Okay, we better decide who won the second.
Jessica probably told us ages ago.
Yeah, she might have.
Yes.
I know. Well,
Lisa was
asked-
regaling you with her stories of old.
Oh God!
It's been 84 years of Titanic.
Jessica, could you let us know who won? Yeah, me, because she's so mean to me. Thank you, Jessica. You can come anytime. All right, so round three. Round 3 is wild
three.
card.
Anyone
As
get
in-
back? I
Oh.
need to go check. See if
She's
anyone
gonna
knows.
go see, because it might be her wild card round. Thank you so much again, Jessica, by the way. So I don't think I haven't decided on my wild card one yet. So have you got one?
No.
No? Okay, well you go find one, and
Okay.
and I will talk to the people. Yeah, you just gotta run around. I didn't tell them to prepare this one. So yes, if anybody has any other question. Yeah, local libraries, Aisling, very good point about the Stitch and Bitch handbook as well. And Valerie, you loved doing the Patricia Roberts in the 80s. They were the Intarsha ones, were they? Ooh, remind me. But if you have any other ideas for the person who asked us the question, that unfortunately I didn't note down the name, about what the next suitable next projects are, then definitely let us know. What did you do after you did your first hats and scarves? And we can crowdsource. That's what the word is, crowdsource on that. So very, very organised. Patricia Roberts. What else have we got? Yeah, okay, so that was, I'm right, they were the Intarsha ones, and the cat, I can never say it, Cafacet, maybe that's that one. Okay, I am going to pick, Jackie did not show you this. I'm going to steal an idea from her. This is Jackie's Arctic Doodle cowl. So I think small things are good to show, and she hasn't shown you this yet. So it is one of the gorgeous doodle patterns from Pacific Knit Co. So she does individual patterns on Ravelry to download, but you can also get these card decks where you can literally just shuffle them up and just let fate decide what you're going to knit next. And it's very much along the theme of things going faster because you're just snacking on each motif. Oh no, Valerie, the moths got Valerie's knits. No. Sorry, upside down. So the Arctic Doodle in this case was knit in Townhouse Yarns, Drury DK, and the minis from our mini bar here in the shop, which is it's over there, behind there, where you can choose little 20-gram mini skeins. And it is just one of the most fun things and most addictive things to do. So I'm sort of cycling through the motifs for you here. But if you're in the shop, you can choose 5 little minis and 1 main in a new base called Fleet Street DK, which has 250 meters per 100 grams. So you can make one of these double-sided infinity cowls, or you can make the single-sided ones as well. Oh, Jessica Lazari about the doodle decks. Take the cards to your knitting group and your friends can pick. Let your friends decide. Very, very, very cool. So that is
Pick
the
card,
Arctic
any
Doodle
card.
that I've stolen from you, Jackie. This is my wild card. I'm very mean. We need, actually, Valerie, would you mind, because I see your name there, can you be our independent adjudicator for round 3, please? Jenny, what's your wild card?
I found it.
She found it! Yay! All right, so it's happening. Dun, 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 dun.
It's so large. Sorry, can you grab
I
a
can.
corner?
You can't even
Can't even quite fit it in the screen.
Yay!
This is the Fading Point shawl by Hoagie Lucky Telly. I like Hoagie.
She's a bit of a Hoagie fan.
I did not knit this, I must say, but it is one of my absolute favourite samples in the shop. Our Aisling knit it. God, she has the patience of a saint to get all the way around. It is knit in our Fade into Spring shades. So you go from Canary, which is the yellow one, to Mojito, to Overlords, which is the blue. Getting difficult. This could be a dress.
Really good.
Is the blue, into Lavolette, which is the purple, and Mallow, which is your pink. It started off basically as I created Overlords, the colour, to collaborate with Norn Yarn for a design by Julie Knits in Paris. I'm still tired after searching for this, and I loved it so much. I was like, let's make a rainbow range of colours in a similar style of dyeing. So, and then it was born. So it's a Fading Point shawl by Hoagie. So large. I love it. Again, in Fade Street.
Beautiful.
Merino and silk.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Next up is Jacqueline.
This doesn't look right under this shirt, but it's the Gambit cardigan by Wool and Pine. It's
cute.
It is cute, and the lovely cable. Jeez, I couldn't think of the word. The cable detail around here. It hides the buttonholes basically. Now, it's a little bit small on me, but I just love it because it's one of those pull-on ones, 3/4 length sleeves, be lovely over a dress, a summer dress. It'd be really, really nice. And all you need to do then is spread the one. But I just love the fact that the buttonholes are kind of hidden within the cables, so it's really nice. It's made in the Irish Artisan Yarns tweed DK. It's actually quite quick to knit up, and that colourway is Cairnwood. Cairnwood, yes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's really, really nice. So it's one of those ones that you can throw on in the summer. It's Ireland.
Yes. Okay, so that is round 3 of the Shop Sample Show. So you have the Arctic Doodle cowl, Jenny's incredibly long and beautiful Fading Point.
What's the lady? Debbie McGee.
Oh, Debbie McGee. Or Jackie's Gambit,
The Gambit
cardigan. If you could place your votes now, Valerie has been nominated as our independent adjudicator because her poor, beautiful sweaters were attacked by moths, and I just feel that I need to. That's what I can gift to you right now is power. Power.
She
did the Intarsia sweaters and like and oh moths.
Oh my
So that's
gosh.
look, that's a whole other topic is moths, but just make sure don't put your knits away in a dark corner. They love the dark corner. Bring things out, air them out, wash them before you store them. Cedar balls, lavender, they're deterrents, but they're not guarantees. And you can get the strips that attract. We were arguing about this. We don't know whether it's the male or the female ones, but like whatever you want to do is prevent reproduction.
Yes.
Because it's the babies, it's the larvae that do the damage. So that is the quick summary of advice on moth control and all that. So we'll let the boats run a little longer. Any other news? Any crack?
News, any crack?
Any news? Any crack?
News, any crack? Any crack? No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, on the spot or what? Like
I'm going to see babies tomorrow.
babies tomorrow.
You're
I'm going to see babies tomorrow.
Yay.
Babies are in our
Goodness.
future.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're very cute. They're really adorable. And they will be covered head to toe in knitwear. Mum made little matching blankets for them.
I did.
Gorgeous
I
garter
did.
stitch.
Yes.
Really colour block.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
Just
Absolutely
cast on
gorgeous.
120 stitches and did a ball and a ball and a ball in the different colours.
In the
And
Mary
that's it.
Merino,
In the Mary
wasn't it?
Merino.
Mary
Mary
Merino.
about 5. And it just came out a beautiful size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I did the two of them at once, as I couldn't face doing two separate ones.
That's very clever.
So,
I like
two at a
it.
time.
Very, very smart.
Big long
They're
one.
A
adorable.
very long,
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
long cable.
Very long cable.
Mhm.
It was fine. It took forever. No, it didn't seem like it.
And
It
no,
was grand.
I was, funnily enough, I wandered into Tesco's in recent times, and this is when only one of the babies was out of hospital. And I was just, you're just in a zone. You're going to go and get milk and getting bread. And this blanket caught my eye. And I was like, it's the baby. So my sister was there with the baby. But it was, identified by knitted blanket first.
By knitwear.
By knitwear. Okay, Valerie, I think we've had a couple of votes there. So when you're ready, you can let us know who the winner of round 3 is. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know how we're going to do a tiebreaker. Maybe we all just have to do a forfeit. And we'll see. I'm not that I'm influencing you in any way, Valerie. They can. That's really good. Jessica says that the twins, they can never argue whose blanket came first.
Never.
Very,
ever.
very good point. And I'm
Yep.
sure what? Siblings argue?
Never.
So this is very true. Very, very true. Okay, we need a winner. Valerie could have gone off to have a cup of tea. I don't know. It's
all
a
good.
tie between Lisa and Jenny, which means that no, because I've won one, Jenny's won one, so it basically means Jackie has to do a forfeit.
Oh, crud.
We've been waiting our whole lives for this, Lisa.
So we're going to get you. Well, you saying you're getting the hang of it, so let's.
Well, I thought
let's
I
see your
was.
spin.
I thought I was.
Might be a bit
yeah.
mean. What we're going to do, actually, do you know what, Jenny?
Oh,
if you
yeah.
can hold the camera, because it's a bit easier to do it over here.
Yeah.
I'll try and do a little guidance to Mum as to how to do the spinning, okay? Because we were literally in the last hour before we came up. I've never taught spinning in my life, so don't take this as there's some terms and stuff that I don't know, but I will do my best. And then hopefully it'll be useful to you guys if you're curious, and then we'll let Jackie take the reins. How's that? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So Jenny is oh no, it doesn't matter. I'm ignoring. Don't say anything. So yeah, this cable will extend.
Yeah, it's got
Okay.
lots of-
Jenny's gonna point. First of all, if you get it lined up, and then I'll confirm, because I'm gonna stay looking at the camera, that we've got the right. Ah, yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
Yeah.
Now you can see what's going on. And Aisling says, yay, spinning. The only thing is I'm going to change the microphone, I think. Yeah. Now, the microphone. I hope.
Okay. Can you
I
hear
hope
us?
that you can hear us. Maybe it's not, actually. Because that light is on it. Hang on. All the techniques. Yeah, it's like that. Okay. Excellent. Okay, you can hear us. Right. I gotta look at the stick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm watching.
Now, so this is the power pack. It comes with a cable where you can plug it in and not have to be dependent on external power, but this is just super handy for going around your house or whatever you need to do. There's the little suctions, we did go through this last time, and your basic concept is, hang on, come on power, there we go. Okay, so when you are spinning, whoops, you have a lead hand and you have, I'm going to call it a backhand or a rear hand. I don't know if that's the right term, okay? And what you need to do is, sorry, there's a lot of spin there, is keep this pinched here, because you can see when I lift my finger and thumb off, the spin goes all the way back. And if you get too much spin in here, then you can't draft the fibre, which just means thin it out and control how much is being fed into the wheel and the orifice. So it is still a little bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy, but you have to kind of maintain. Now you can pre-draft as well as the other thing, so you can create just small thin strips of pre-fluffed fibre that makes it a little bit easier for you to work at the wheel. But essentially there's a pull that happens in between the two hands, and then you let the spin come back, and then you move your hands towards the wheel to let it take it in and to wind onto the bobbin. So that is a very quick and dirty lesson for Jackie. And now we're going to see, can she spin a continuous thread? Okay, I'm going to make it a little thicker for you.
No! I think that just says everything right there.
It does a bit. Right, so if it breaks, then you have your orifice hook, and you need to kind of go back to where there is a nicely spun amount of a stronger looking thread, okay? So I'm not going to pull this out because that's just going to break again. So you can unwind a bit, and then this teeny little hook goes through here, and you grab the strand and pull it back through, okay? So I'm going to turn the dial up a little bit. Yay, spinning, come on. The button on this is so hard to find on my power pack, not on the machine. So this is the eSpinner Nano. Yeah. Okay, I think I should have to do a forfeit for messing this up. How's that? I can't talk and spin, obviously. I just need to watch things. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to come back a little bit further.
I'd say this is something you can get really into.
You could. I mean, we are all fibre fanatics, okay? Yeah. And there is a lot that can be, you get closer and closer to the sheep is the joke, basically.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what's happening. Okay, so I have a pinching hand.
You do.
And then I draw, and then I go in.
And then you let the fibre run in.
All right.
Okay? Okay. There we go. Forfeit Arama.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to spout you up.
Okay.
And go.
Oh, okay, so draw.
Yeah.
And down.
Yeah, and
draw.
then.
Oh.
That's perfect.
Oh, no, I don't know about that.
Let this, pull this hand back, let the spin in, and then move towards the wheel. Lovely. And then do more drawing. And then run this hand back.
Run the hand back. Okay.
Lovely.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to pull the thing over. Okay, so, right, like that. And then, okay, right.
That's doing great.
No, don't pull it over. No. It's getting too
taut.
Too
yeah.
thick, too taut.
There you go.
Stop.
Holy gosh. Stress on the pressure. Okay. So you can see what's been done here. There was a little bit, you have to balance basically, hang on, the amount of twist that's going into your fibres and the rate at which it comes onto the wheel. But that is completely something that just happens with practice. You can tighten this brake band at the back here to make it draw in quicker, or you loosen it to make the yarn draw in slower. And it's just, you can also adjust the speed here as well. And it's finding that balance. So you don't, what's the omelette and the eggs thing? It takes a little while. To kind of get it.
You gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelette.
You see.
That's what, crack a few eggs. But fair play to you, Jackie, for giving it a go. Under pressure. Thanks for the camera work, Jenny. I think we'll leave it there for today. So if you're into getting anything from Ashford, we just got that order going in tomorrow. This sweater is going on pre-order if you want to make the exact combo as modelled by Jenny here. And the Fade Into Spring sets with the beautiful fading point shawl are now back on the website as well.
Back in stock.
Back in stock. They're seeing babies tomorrow. I'm working hard. And we will see all of you guys in another 2 weeks or so. Thanks a million for joining us for the madness and for helping us, for adjudicating on our family disputes. And we will see you next time.
Thanks everyone. See you again.
Bye.